This episode won't focus on the alternate history scenario we've been talking about for the past 6 episodes. This part will be the last part in the Rome Never Fell series, and will focus on Rome's legacy on not just Europe, but the world, and how Rome's rise and demise play a part in who we are as humans every day. In real life, the Roman Republic/Empire reigned for 503 years. However, its Eastern Empire, the Byzantine Empire, lasted until 1453. And even then, Rome's influence continues to this very day. The Roman Catholic Church's history and culture is deeply rooted in the foundations set by the Roman emperors thousands of years ago. The Church played politics across Europe after the Empire in the West fell, and somewhat filled the void for a while, before kingdoms in France and Britain rose to take the place. Rome's rise to power and conquest of its neighbors directly shaped the future of those areas. The basic extermination of the Gauls led to the rise of modern-day France, and the conquest against Carthage destroyed another potential power player in the Western world. Such influences of Rome led to Latin or Romantic languages and culture, giving rise in southern Europe, regions that today are dominantly Catholic. The Romans, though, were not entirely cultured to begin with. They adopted Greek culture as their own and improved in the ideas of teaching and knowledge. Who knows how well education in Western culture could have improved if the empire had not collapsed and the Middle Ages never occurred. If the empire never fell, Europe would not be seen as a combination of different countries and people. The land would be dominated by the Romans. What we see as Europe would be just like China, made of different ethnicities, but all under Chinese rule. Europe would be seen as only Roman, and anything outside of the empire's borders would not be a part of Europe. The fact that Rome made Christianity a mainstream religion instead of crushing it thousands of years ago is the sole reason why Christianity is the largest religion in the world today. It is one of the main reasons why monotheism is dominant in the Western world, instead of polytheism with such gods like Odin or Thor. However, that would be pretty cool. All hail Odin. The Roman Empire was the single most influential civilization in the history of Europe. Rome's influence and culture changed Europe from a collection of tribes and city-states and united most of the continent under one rule. This single mass of an empire affected the expansion of groups, the existence of tribes, the idea of monotheism, and the culture of the Western world. If Rome hadn't have rose and fallen at the exact same time that it did, I can guarantee the world would be a much different place. It's impossible to know how the world and us living in it would have been changed if such a civilization as Rome never fell, but it doesn't hurt to speculate. Thanks for watching this series, and hopefully you have looked at the world a bit differently after doing so. Like us on Facebook, subscribe if you have not done so. This is Cody from the Alternate History Hub.
Loyalties.